Hello and welcome to Prepspot. In this video, we are going to know about one of the most exciting developments in energy storage technology, sodium-ion batteries and their potential role as a cheaper, safer, and more environmentally friendly alternative to traditional lithium-ion batteries. I'm here to provide you with a comprehensive overview of this technology, discussing its origins, current state, potential applications, and the challenges it faces as it gradually enters the mainstream market. Research over recent years has indicated that by 2025, sodium-ion batteries may very well become a viable option in many applications where the cost of energy storage and environmental factors are of increasing concern. The premise behind this technology is built on the natural abundance of sodium, which is roughly 23,600 parts per million in the Earth's crust compared to lithium's mere 20 parts per million, a dramatic difference that translates into significant cost advantages. As research and development have evolved, sodium-ion batteries have caught the attention of industry leaders who see them as a promising supplement, if not an outright replacement, for lithium-ion batteries in certain scenarios. In our discussion today, we'll delve into the technical aspects that underlie the sodium-ion battery technology and explore its commercial viability. At its core, a sodium-ion battery functions similarly to a lithium-ion battery by using electrochemical cells that convert chemical energy into electrical energy. However, instead of relying on lithium ions, these batteries use sodium ions, which require slightly different electrode materials due to the larger ionic size of sodium compared to lithium. The basic principles of ion intercalation are at play here. Sodium ions move in and out of electrode materials during the charge and discharge cycles, a process that is inherently similar to that of lithium-ion systems, yet requires alternative host structures capable of accommodating the larger sodium ions. This necessitates specific choices when it comes to the anode and cathode materials, with options such as hard carbon, sodium titanate, or sodium iron phosphate often coming into play. The electrolyte, which facilitates the ion transport between electrodes, can be formulated in both liquid and solid forms. While liquid electrolytes boast high conductivity, they also present challenges such as leakage risks, whereas solid electrolytes, though slightly lower in conductivity, offer enhanced safety profiles by significantly reducing the chances of thermal runaway, a critical advantage in battery safety. The journey of sodium-ion technology began in earnest in the 1970s when researchers initially explored various chemistries to store energy, though the focus soon shifted towards lithium-ion batteries due to their higher energy density and superior performance for many consumer applications. However, in more recent years, mounting concerns about the environmental and supply chain impacts of lithium extraction, coupled with the increasing cost pressures associated with lithium-ion production, have reignited interest in sodium-ion systems. Pioneering work by scientists such as Jean-Marie Tarascon in 2012 reinvigorated the field, emphasizing the potential of sodium as a sustainable alternative. By the early 2020s, major industry players like CATL in China and Northvolt in Sweden had announced significant investments and breakthroughs, signaling that the technology was moving steadily from the laboratory into industrial-scale production. In fact, the announcement by Natron Energy in October 2024 of its $1.4 billion gigafactory in North Carolina, designed to produce 24 gigawatt-hours annually, has been one of the most significant milestones, underlining both the commercial viability and the scale of production that these batteries can achieve. One of the most compelling reasons for the growing interest in sodium-ion batteries is their potential to help address the sustainability issues posed by lithium-ion technology. Lithium mining, as many of you might know, involves processes that can be highly invasive to the environment, resulting in significant ecological disruption and even geopolitical tensions due to concentrated global production. China, for example, currently dominates this segment with almost 79% of the global supply. In contrast, the materials used for sodium-ion batteries are far more abundant and less environmentally damaging, as sodium can be extracted from common sources like salt deposits and seawater. This abundance not only contributes to lower material costs. Estimates suggest that sodium-ion batteries may be 25 to 30% cheaper than their lithium-ion counterparts, but also helps mitigate the supply chain vulnerabilities associated with the heavy reliance on lithium. However, it is critical to note that while the cost and environmental benefits of sodium-ion technology are significant, there are trade-offs. The energy density of sodium-ion batteries, which typically ranges between 100 and 160 watt-hours per kilogram, is lower compared to lithium-ion batteries that can achieve between 120 and 300 watt-hours per kilogram. This difference means that while sodium-ion batteries are well suited for applications such as grid storage, where space and weight are less critical, they currently do not offer the performance required for high energy demand applications like fast-charging electric vehicles or compact, high-end consumer electronics. Despite these limitations, many experts are optimistic about the future of sodium-ion technology. There is ongoing debate in the scientific community. Some see these batteries as a complementary technology that will relieve the pressure on lithium resources by taking over roles where high energy density is not the primary requirement, such as in large-scale energy storage for renewable power grids or backup systems for cities and industries. In this complementary role, sodium-ion batteries could play an important part in smoothing the intermittency of renewable energy sources by storing excess energy generated during peak production periods and releasing it when generation falls short. Moreover, the safety advantages of sodium-ion batteries are not to be underestimated. Unlike lithium-ion batteries, which can be prone to overheating and even catching fire under certain conditions, sodium-ion batteries have been designed to be non-flammable and exhibit robust performance even under high-temperature scenarios. This enhanced safety profile can be particularly advantageous in stationary applications, where the risk of fire or thermal runaway needs to be minimized. Looking at specific technical data can provide a clearer picture of how sodium-ion technology compares to lithium-ion. For instance, the cycle life of sodium-ion batteries is projected to reach up to 5,000 cycles, with ongoing research aiming to extend this to 10,000 cycles, which is comparable to or even better than some current lithium-ion systems that range between 3,000 and 10,000 cycles. The cost savings are another point of emphasis. The lower cost of raw materials, along with simpler production processes using more readily available chemicals like sodium carbonate, which trades at below $200 per metric ton and is available in excess, ensures that sodium-ion batteries could very well be a cost-effective option in the medium term. Additionally, the carbon footprint associated with sodium-ion battery production is much lower, with estimates placing it in the range of 10 to 20 kilograms of CO per kilowatt-hour, in stark contrast to the 100 to 150 kilograms of CO per kilowatt-hour typically associated with lithium-ion production. Such figures paint a picture of a technology that is not only economically compelling but also environmentally responsible, a combination that is increasingly important as global energy demands continue to grow alongside mounting concerns about climate change and environmental degradation. The advancements in sodium-ion technology over the past decade have also been bolstered by significant investments in research and development across the world. Europe, Asia, and North America have seen a surge in both public and private funding aimed at pushing the performance boundaries of these batteries. In Sweden, for example, Northvolt has taken an innovative approach by developing sodium-ion batteries that are free of the critical minerals that have traditionally constrained lithium-ion production. Across the Atlantic, American companies such as Natron Energy are not only investing in large-scale production facilities but are also contributing to the evolving regulatory framework that is rapidly taking shape. In March 2025, new United Nations classifications, like the UN 3551 for sodium-ion batteries, came into effect, marking a significant policy milestone that recognizes the growing relevance of this technology. These regulatory changes provide a more standardized framework for production and safety testing, which in turn helps accelerate the commercial uptake and widespread acceptance of sodium-ion batteries. While the market momentum surrounding sodium-ion batteries is undeniable, it is equally important to approach the subject with a balanced perspective that acknowledges the technical challenges that remain. Chief among these is the issue of energy density. The heavier atomic mass of sodium compared to lithium means that even with promising engineering improvements, sodium-ion batteries still lag behind lithium-ion systems in terms of energy per unit weight. This has direct implications for the types of applications in which they can be optimally used. For instance, while they are ideally positioned for large-scale grid storage where weight and size are less critical, their lower energy density restricts their use in industries where every gram of battery weight matters, such as in certain segments of the electric vehicle market and in highly compact consumer electronics. Moreover, while early safety tests have been promising, demonstrating that sodium-ion batteries are less prone to overheating and thermal runaway, the long-term reliability and performance in real-world conditions continue to be areas of active investigation. In many respects, the current state of sodium-ion battery technology represents a trade-off. They may not yet fully replace lithium-ion systems in every application, but they are proving to be a strong complementary technology that can relieve supply constraints and provide a more sustainable option for energy storage in specific contexts. As we look toward the future, it is clear that the evolution of battery technology is not a zero-sum game. Rather than viewing sodium-ion batteries as a direct replacement for lithium-ion, it is more accurate to consider them as part of an increasingly diversified portfolio of energy storage solutions that will collectively meet the varied needs of a rapidly changing world. In scenarios where cost, environmental impact, and safety are of paramount importance, such as in grid storage, renewable energy integration, and large-scale industrial applications, sodium-ion technology offers significant advantages that can help mitigate the limitations of traditional lithium-ion systems. At the same time, for high-performance applications like fast-charging electric vehicles and state-of-the-art consumer electronics that demand higher energy density, lithium-ion batteries are likely to maintain their dominance, at least in the near future. Nevertheless, the continuous improvements being made in sodium-ion research, including efforts to enhance electrode performance and cycle life, signal that the boundaries between these technologies may become less distinct over time, leading to a more integrated and resilient energy storage ecosystem. In practical terms, this means that as we move through 2025 and beyond, we are likely to witness a gradual but steady growth in the adoption of sodium-ion batteries in applications where their unique benefits can be fully leveraged. For students, professionals, and enthusiasts in the field of energy storage, this period represents an exciting time of transition and experimentation. The scientific community is not only exploring new materials and chemical formulations but is also rethinking the very paradigms of how we store and utilize energy. It is important to remain critically engaged with these developments, as the decisions made by policymakers, industry leaders, and researchers in the next few years will have significant implications for the sustainability, efficiency, and security of our global energy supply. In summary, the rise of sodium-ion batteries is being driven by a combination of economic, technical, and environmental factors that position them as a cost-effective and safer alternative to lithium-ion systems, at least for certain applications such as grid storage and renewable energy integration. While they currently face challenges in matching the energy density and compact performance of lithium-ion batteries, their lower production costs, abundant raw materials, and enhanced safety profiles offer a compelling counterbalance that is drawing both academic interest and substantial industrial investment. Key players such as Natron Energy, Northvolt, and CATL have already made significant strides in bringing sodium-ion technology from the research lab into the factory, and with regulatory bodies beginning to standardize and support these initiatives, there is a palpable sense of optimism about the technology's future. Answer this question in comments. The correct answer will be given heart and pinned. Lastly, we just want to let you know that we are a newly emerging online platform for competitive exams. Creating educational explainer videos like these requires a lot of effort, money, and time. If you like these videos and want us to excel and create videos in all categories of competitive exams, then you can consider supporting us with a one-time donation through the Ko-fi platform and also by becoming a member through Patreon. This will help us create more such informative educational videos in the competitive exams space. So, one last time, subscribe and share this channel with all your friends who are preparing for competitive exams. And also, follow us on social media platforms. The links are given in the About section of the channel and also in the video description. So, see you in the next video.